Hello, what's up, good people? Good to see you. Now, today we are talking about three smart, unique, and guess what? Crazily profitable businesses that you can actually go ahead and start right now as we speak. All right. Remember what I told you last time. When it comes to business, you have to be unique, you have to be smart. You don't have to like overly invent new businesses. You can actually tap on what you have in existence. Use that what you have in existence, do it in a unique way, in a different way, and that way, that's the only way you're able to make money out of it. And at all the times, always shoulder this understanding of these sayings that money is always a product given after solving someone's problem. This is it. By the way, I'm gonna take you step by step and explain to you what are these three unique businesses that you can go ahead and start. All right, but before we do that, as always, take that 1 second. Just down below there on your right, there is a button, a very small button written subscribe. It is in black. Just hit that button, and then on your left, just slightly down below, there is a like button. Hit those two like buttons, and guess what happens? Because I know you're asking yourself, okay, fine, what if I ignore and just go ahead and watch this video? Guess what? Whenever I upload a new good video, because I always do upload a new good video each and every day, so you will never ever miss any of my good videos. All right, so let's delve into today's topic. It's about these three smart, unique, and crazily profitable businesses. All right. Fine, so let's start with number one. We are aware that you've seen in this food industry, we are aware that you've seen the different kind of business. We have seen the restaurants, we have seen hotels, we have seen kibandas, we have seen makeshift kibandas and what have you. But guess what? There's something that is unique called the food truck business, all right? It is out there. I'm not saying that it's an overly unique business, or maybe let's say like it's the very first it's being invented. It is there, but it's not exploited. It's an industry that is growing, that you can tap onto it and get yourself into it. All right, so this is how you go about it. All right, because I know you're asking myself, or rather you're asking yourself like, okay, fine, Joseph, but I don't have a truck, I don't have a car, I don't have, do I have, listen, you can get a second one from a car yard. You can get like a Nissan Vanette, a small one with a very good and profitable, rather just like 200 or 300 or something, and then you can get yourself like a Nissan Vanette. All what you need to do is do the painting, you do the makeshift in that specific car. You don't have to change the engine and what have you. After all, this is not a moving car, or rather it's a moving, but it's not this, the whole point is not moving with it to a far places or something of sort. So the point here is to repaint the car, make shift in the inside of that specific car, and then implant or put in what we call like ovens, put what we call like freezers for the sake of the drinks and something of sort. And the other thing that you need, of course, you need the warming systems. You need like air system, or air, what do we call air regulation system, and something of so at this particular point, all what you need, because most of the food that you'll be selling are fast food, and you'll be preparing most of them back at home. All what you'll be doing in this specific car is about warming them and serving them to the customers. You can decide not to have what we call a sitting place where people can just come in and eat, but you can actually motivate. I know what do we call you can actually improve that, or rather you can incorporate that into your business by actually having a trolley that you're pulling using your car. You can just have a small makeshift whereby you can have like 6 or 7 seats where people can just sit and eat their food. Or in most cases, I usually see it as if they just serve the food, they take away, they pack it for you, and then you move away with it and go eat from wherever the place you would love to. So all what you'll be doing in that specific car, it's offering those services. The food are already cooked there. Or if something like eggs or something now that you can just fry there, because you have like your make out there, you have your gas that you can just faster cook it, and then you present it to your client. All right, but most of the heavy food like the chips or the fries, or maybe like the burgers and what have you, the sausages and what have you, you've done the major cooking from your home, and then you pack it from that specific thing. The drinks are already in the freezer or the fridge or whatever the thing that you have inside there, and then you can be able to serve to your customers. And of course, I don't expect you to serve them with the glass ones. Of course, I expect you to serve them with the plastics one that they can be able to carry on and go with it. So that's a food truck for you, and that's how you can go ahead and actually start with it. And by the way, guess what? If you package, or if you pack your truck somewhere and then you realize business is not doing so good, then you can move from that place, then you go to a different place, and that from that specific point you can be able to actually make profit. If maybe you're living in major towns like Nairobi, you can be moved to a different part, and maybe you can just try to move in a systematic manner whereby you can try to let your customers know, like on Thursdays you are at this particular point, on Fridays you're on Mwingi or Mweki, the other day you're on Rongai, the other day you're on this, so that at least they can be able to resonate with you. And then by the way, if after you realize that they are really really need your services, then you can think of maybe having another multiple outlets or something of sort. Yeah, that's how you do it. All right. So now let's go to the business number 2. All right. This is one of the unique business, and by the way, it's not really exploited in Kenya. It's quite unique. So this business is about running errands. All right. Let's agree with one thing, that a lot of people right now as we speak, they are busy. We find somebody is employed somewhere, they have to show up to their work in time, they have to get out of the work in time as well, and maybe they have other personal issues that they have to run. Maybe they needed to go visit the lawyer, maybe there's some documents that have come, maybe they need to go to the water and sewerage company from wherever the town they have, because they have to check about their bills. There were some issues with the bills. Maybe they need to go to the Kenya Power and something goes on. Maybe they want to go to the Huduma Center. Maybe they want to go ahead and visit, like, all those things. All right. So you realize that this person is very tightly held. This person cannot be able to actually achieve all those goals at that particular day or as needed. All right. So they keep on postponing or procrastinating about that specific thing. Now this is where you come in. This is where now you make a business out of it. How exactly do you do that? First of all, at this particular point, you need to have what we call the legitimacy. You have to be legit. You have to be somebody who can be relied on. You have to be an individual who can actually put or keep what we call people's data in secrecy, or what you call in privacy. So all what you need to do is to have you can have yourself a bike or a motorbike, and then you can have yourself a registered company. To register a company in Kenya is quite simple and actually very affordable. But if you are youth, you can be given sort of called leeways, or some sort of a friendly kind of a cost. Then you can just head out to the public works offices from wherever you are. You register a company for you, at least to show up that you actually know what you're doing and you have a company running somewhere. All right. And the next thing you need to do, of course, is to go ahead and advertise your business. You can do so online. You can buy yourself a motorbike so that you can be able to move to those different places. And what I would advise is that those clothing that you're putting on, you either put on clothes that actually have the markings or the labels of your company, so that at least you can use that on as advertisement as you move along in the streets. All right. Or you can put yourself a very nice, good looking way. You don't put yourself like, I bet you understand what I'm saying. All right. You have to look presentable. Of course, you have to understand English. You have to understand a very well fluent in Swahili and something of so, just to be presentable. Here it's about language. It's about how I usually call it you're pleasantly disposed. That is exactly how you present yourself, and then you advertise your companies, or rather a company, and then talk to people. Go to those offices and tell them, hey, sir, hello sir, how are you doing today? Or hello madam, how are you doing today? My name is this and this. I present this company. This I'm actually the CEO and the founder of this company. When you talk big, people will be like, wow, okay, that's good. So myself, I do run errands, I do this, I do the other. Maybe you have your water bill you need to pay, you have needs, I do all those things. All right. So when you present yourself on that kind of a manner, then you offer this, then you explain your rates. First of all, you explain the value that you're bringing on or in, and then after that, then you explain them your rates and how you actually do your work. And then from that particular point, now there you are. Because I always say, don't ever forget this. We always say that money is a reward given after solving someone's problem. So if you come in, solve that problem, those guys or those people are ready to give you their money, and you can go ahead and make a business out of it. All right. That's how you run a business, and that's how you work. All right. Number 3, and not the last one but the least, or not it's the last but not the least, is actually what we call running, or what we call the personalized gifts. All right. There's something that you want to appreciate, and appreciate the fact that right now as we speak, people are becoming more aware about their lives. People love to celebrate their anniversaries, love to celebrate their birthdays, love to celebrate about all other things. All right. So you find that these people love to give gifts to their people. All right. So you can come in here as a personalized gifter. You connect to the person who want to give the gift, and that person who is gift to be given to. So this is how you do it, because people love surprises and such kind of things. You can come in, prepare yourself some gifts. You can just be a creative person who actually thinks of what can actually do good when it comes to birthday, what gift can do good when it comes to anniversary, what gift can come or can be good when you're giving to parents, you're giving to uncles, you're giving to children, you're giving all those kind of things, or giving to your husband or your wife or something. Also, you have to be kind of unique. You have all these kind of a gift that you can actually tell them, hey, you know what, you can actually give them this one does good, this one does better, you can give it this way, you can give it. Then but then there's a guy who dance on TikTok here and then sometimes he gets contracted, and then he told that take this gift and go give to somebody else, sing them happy birthday, sing them whatever, sing all the, that's kind of what we call the personalized gift. So you can actually tap that opportunity. You go ahead and actually offer that specific service. Let's say somebody is quite far, you would like to give a gift to somebody from somewhere, maybe they're held up, maybe they have some work schedule, maybe they have this. You can just write them a very nice letter, you buy the gift according to the instruction of that given a personalized gifter, and then from there you send them there, and then after they have arrived and given the gift, and then they have to say, so and so gave me this gift to give it unto you, and do this and do the other. Actually, I find that one a bit even more romantic than actually the person himself or herself giving that specific gift to the somebody who is gift to be given to. Let me tell you one thing. In life, you have to be smart, you have to be unique, you have to look at the opportunities, tap onto it. Why do you think that people sometimes they invite these celebrities to their birthdays or their anniversaries or something to sing for them? Because you realize, like, when you do something personally or yourself quite a long time, say you've been celebrating this specific birthday with this individual like for the last 5 years, 10 years, they get kind of used to you. Unless you think of a crazy thing that actually cost you a lot of money, you can now bring a different person on board, then use that specific person to make that thing a bit spiced up and actually a good one. That's how you do it, and that's how you run a business. It's as simple as that. So at all the times I always tell people, make sure that at least in everything that you do, you are unique, because at the end of the day, what pays you is you being unique and actually presenting that's what is not out there to the people, so that at least you make a business out of it. And always, I'll repeat this, I bet this is my fourth or fifth time saying this, money is always a reward given after solving someone's problem. Tap to that problem, look around, see what the problem that is being offered out there, and then out of that, make a business out of it. And at the end of the day, you get something out of it. All right. So my name is Joseph. Talk about business, talk about investment, anything related to your cash. All right. Talk about businesses. Also talk about online businesses. And don't forget, I also have my own booklets that I've written about business ideas, business plans as well. I do write business proposals as well. I also write what we call I have booklets about treasury bills, treasury bonds, and you can get a copy of each by contacting me using the number that I'm gonna pin it on the on the comment section. I'm gonna also as well put that number on the description of this specific video, so you can use it to go ahead and get yourself into a situation whereby you know what you can start a whole particular moment. All right, so for now it's a goodbye, but don't forget to subscribe if that's a cup of your coffee. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and see you in the next one.